And actually, in last 10, 15 years, our relations has very much widened and deepened substantially in the field of that, of course, political dialogue, or policy dialogue, security cooperation, economic and development cooperation, and science, technology. Actually, I heard that your university also has a science, quite a big number of science students. Actually, for example, ISRO and the Japanese Space Agency, JAXA, has a joint project to launching the space rocket and sending lunar explorer in the moon in a Chandrayaan project. We are cooperating with this. Or we have very good Indian scholar in Japan for biotechnology. Or so in a lot of fields, actually our cooperation, our relation is becoming very close. So I can say today's Indo-Japan relation is the best or strongest in our history. But today, my purpose is not explaining about what our government relation detail of that. This is so yeah. This I believe to the website of Foreign Ministry of Japan or Foreign Ministry of India. If you like to check, you just check. For example, Prime Minister Modi's visit last year in October, we agreed a lot of things. Okay, IT cooperation initiative or digital partnership, next generation mobility partnership, blah 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 blah, lot of things. You can just read. Okay, I don't explain much. Rather, today my purpose is stimulate you to think. You'd like to know more. You'd like to study more about Japan, or to think of the relation with Japan and Japanese people. Actually, I myself found that in this strengthening relation, the government relation is quite good between Japan and India. But as Lama-san told you, for example, number of foreign students in Japan, okay, compared with this country and India's, or those visiting Japan from China or from India, I need much more Indian people to visit Japan, and I need more Japanese people to visit India, and especially young people or youth, because future depend on you and future create you. So that's why for not only for India, for the world, for Indo-Japan relation, we need you for your good understanding about Japan and Indo-Japan relation. And yes, and what I can say, since today's topic is youth and academia powering Indo-Japan relation. So youth, I said, since you are the person who creates future, that's important. But what the academy, what is important? So today's world, everything available, or even so through AI, Google, link, you can click everything. So important thing, of course, to learn, to study, of course, since you are a college student, what is important? Maybe you expect me to say, please do study more, learn more. Yes, but the important thing is that not to just study. Question is that what and how you learn and study. How to live a meaning life. So motives and the objective of you may differ to study. For example, some of you may think that okay, it's study better to have a good job and the job hunting is good. And someone may think that no, I need something to think deeper for meaningful life. Maybe not much more, or those who wishes to learn Japanese, many people may see, oh, I like to read more manga or anime to understand anime better. Yeah, it's natural. So it's okay. So what do you think about Japan? Okay. So someone say, okay, Suzuki Maruti. Okay, the Japanese car, or Sony, or maybe some photos of Mount Fuji, or Silver Sound, or whatever Japanese old. This is the image. It's okay, and whatever. Now you can check. But so what I'm asking is not what you know about Japan, and but I like to know what you'd like to know about Japan, Japanese people. And if you think you'd like to know more, I'm very happy that my 15 minutes is accomplished. Okay, so today I took one example, brief segment, brief uh, glimpse of our Japan-India relation. It's in early 20th century between the exchange of intellectual, especially that of Okakura Tenshin and Rabindranath Tagore. Tagore you may know very well. So I just mentioned about Okakura. Okakura was a leading thinker, philosopher, and also art historian of Japanese in early 20th century. And he stayed in India, Kolkata or India, from January to September 2002, 124 years ago. At that time, Japan, after the long period of closed society, we opened up the West, and everyone tried to run from Western country, okay, and catch up Western country to become stronger and okay. And many people, not only the government people or army or everyone trying to, but artists also try to run from West. And Okakura also started running through Western painting and those things. But he went beyond to study more. He realized he needs to know about Japanese own culture, and to do so, he should have to study more, learn more about neighboring countries or Asian countries' culture, because he found some influence of the culture in Japanese culture. So he studied, or he went to China and also to India. So that's why he visited India in 1903. And during his stay, he visited the places like Bodh Gaya and Benares with Swami Vivekananda and discussed with Vivekananda quite in detail about culture, religion, those things. And during his stay in India, he wrote a book called Ideas of the East. It's a comparative study of the culture of Japan, China, and India. And so, what I would like to say is that Okakura wanted to know about India much. Maybe those days, Google was not there, so he had to do by himself. But the important thing is the motive, or he wanted to know, so pursuit of the knowledge. That made him to visit India and interact with people of India and find out who could write such kind of book. And he met with Rabindranath Tagore and Tagore family those days. And Tagore received Japanese those days. But later on, he visited Japan 5 times between 1916 to 1929. 5 times to Japan. And he traveled most of Japanese, many cities. And he gave a lot of lectures. And he visited Nippon Joshidai, that Japan Women's College, and gave lecture. Not only gave lecture in the campus, but he even went summer camp in hill station in Karuizawa. He gave in the open space, like Shantiniketan, he gave talk to the women students in Karuizawa. I believe that those students impressed, how much impressed. And one of that students became later the interpreter for Rabindranath Tagore. So always Tagore visited Japan, she interpreted for Tagore. So what I wanted to tell you is that the visit of Tagore, visit of Okakura is not just to see and feel the things or happening in Japan or India, but try to understand deeper, understand better of the country, of the people, of the culture and tradition. So this is a kind of that they are very stick to their own pursuit of knowledge, whatever thing. But in case of Japan visit by Tagore about Japan and Japanese people, for example, what I can say, something very interesting thing. Oh, yeah. When his first visit, Tagore's first visit in 1960, of course, first visit always very impressive. So he wrote a book on Japan Japanese. He described very well about Japanese culture and Japanese tradition and Japanese life very vividly and with profound understanding about the Japanese house or about Japanese tea ceremony and Japanese flower arrangement and Japanese poem we call haiku. Very good, very good. And what can I say? I just quoted one sentence from Rabindranath Tagore's. Oh, sorry. I just prepared one thing. Okay, forget it. If it comes, it's okay. Only thing is that the important thing is that both of them try to stick to their instinct to know more, pursuit of knowledge. That is important thing. What I wanted to. For example, when I was student days, I studied international relations, so international politics, international law, or international economics. I studied a lot and look. But actually, what should I focus on that? Then Professor said, anything you can choose, thing or matter, whatever you choose, it will become international relation. Okay, for example, this one, banana. If consider this banana, you can write pages on international relation because this banana came from Philippines. And how this banana came to Japan and how this banana was created. And so from that, you can develop. So it's not given that the study is not given. The study is that what if you really wishes to know, you do more. It's up to you. It's not teacher to give you. It's you to acquire. So that was I learned in my university days. So today, as I mentioned in the beginning, the Indo-Japan relation is very extremely strong. Okay, government to government level, and the economic ties are also expanding. Like Furuta-san said, I'm very happy to see that Toshiba is successing very well in Hyderabad, and I believe that this will much more expanding, I'm sure. But the important thing for me is to have more people to know each other, and especially you, young students, young people, to do so. And in that context, academia is very, very important in your pursuit of knowledge and thinking of, or think the pursuit to thinking of that relations. So today's topic since me is Japan relation and academia, let's try through research, exchange, inter-university exchanges, and study abroad program, and so on. But today, as I said in earlier, AI, age of AI, and you can do ChatGPT and Google search, everything, everything. Then what? Astronomical information available so easily and instantly. That is fundamental change in the meaning of learning for human being. So today, maybe for you, if compared with my school rate study 40 years ago, maybe creative thinking is becoming more important than knowledge of subject. So what to, or so you think what to, or ask question. This is today's, I think, important point for students to do. And so, otherwise, the focus shifts from what answer you find to a given problem, but what question you ask and why. How. So, attitude of seeking knowledge is very important, and to support that, academia is there. So, Okakura and Tagore, why I took this to part is only explain about this pursuit knowledge. These two great persons just visit and they enjoy the cherry blossom and but they try to understand deeper about Japan. In case of Tagore, in Japanese people, and in case of Okakura, about Indian culture, Indian religion, and Indian effort. Oh, okay. I found Tagore's quotation. He said in Japan Japri, the Japanese do not waste their energy on pointless shouting or arguing. By not unnecessarily depleting their vitality, they avoid running out of strength when needed. In times of lamentation, sorrow, pain, and excitement, they know how to restrain themselves. For this reason, maybe sometimes foreigners say Japanese are incomprehensible. They are too mysterious. This is what Rabindranath Tagore mentioned about us, Japanese. Okay? No, this is the phrase. But anyway, how deeply and there are many places. If you like, please read Japan Japri if you like to know about Japan. Many places like Japanese house. Oh, unbelievable. Japanese cannot describe such a nice way. So I'm telling my Japanese friend, read Japan Japri if you like to know about Japan. So I'm also telling Japanese teacher to read Japan Japri. Okay. So this is what and both to leaders committed to the pursuit of knowledge and make that understanding of two countries greater. So, as I said, my purpose today is impress you to little bit more interest to Japan, or to think, to study, or to learn, or to know a little more about Japan. So I won't speak no more. If you like to, please, whatever thing, it's okay. Before we had to go to the library and okay, we can't find out. But now you have very easy machine with you. That maybe it's not enough for you. I believe or I hope. So Nara-san, Nara Japan Hub is here. If you like to see, touch, or touch, okay, I don't know, Japanese doll or Japanese kimono, or they organize sometimes cultural program, just attend a cultural event. But in future, I hope you can visit Japan and see Japan and meet with Japanese people. And when Japanese come to, I hope you to just talk with him. And this is my message to young hopeful. And thank you very, very much for this St.Ann Courage for Women and Nara Japan Hub inviting this seminar. I'm really grateful of your initiative, and I'm grateful of you attended this. You already showed interest in Japan. So I hope you will grow more interest on Japan. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We request Rambada Garu to honor him with the memento.
Okay.
By St. Anne's Women's College.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, I see. Certificate. Citation. Wow.
Citation of honor.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I request Dr. S.R.A. Vijay Rangaru, Principal, St. Anne's College for Women, to kindly speak to our audience today. I should definitely talk about Dr. Vijay Rangaru. She's a recipient of Global Achievement Award 2024 and Leadership Excellence Award 2024. Dr. Rangaru hasn't made it, but on her behalf, do we have somebody?
Dr. Radhe ma'am.
Dr. Radhe Garu is here. Dr. Radhe, please, over to you.
Namaskaram. And when everybody was saying Namaskaram, I thought I should say Japan also. Konbanwa. And maybe I thought I will be saying Konnichiwa, but it has become already evening, so Konbanwa. I feel truly honored to stand before you today, representing our principal, Dr. A. Vijayarani, who had an unavoidable but an emergency meeting, so she is not able to be here. And I, Dr. Radhe, belongs to Physics Department, currently holding the position of Director, Institutional Development Planning Center. So I am privileged to stand before you and say a few words. And it is an honor to welcome, of course, welcome step has gone, but still my heart is feeling overwhelmed to say welcome even now to you to this seminar, Youth and Academia Powering India-Japan Relations, hosted by St.Ann Ikigai Club, Institutional Development Planning Center, IDPC of St.Ann's in collaboration with Nara Japan Hub. About St.Ann's, the college established in the year 1983 by the Congregation of Sisters of St. Anne's stand as a premier institution dedicated to the highest ideals of higher education, guided by our vision of academic excellence, skill enhancement, and value enrichment. Since its inception, the college has blended rigorous scholarship with social responsibility, nurturing generations of women to lead with knowledge, confidence, and compassion. Upholding excellence in quality standards, the college has consistently secured A and A plus grades in NAC accreditation across 4 cycles, ranked among 151 to 300 band in NIR ranking from the year 24 to 26, and twice has been conferred prestigious status of college with potential for excellence. St.Ann has always stood for a vision that blends tradition with transformation. Through our UPHAR framework, UPHAR stands for Unit for Promoting Holistic Approach and Advancement Reform. We have committed ourselves to nurturing students who are not only academically accomplished, but also socially responsible and globally aware. The ITPC embodies this spirit, serving as a hub where strategic goals, sustainable outreach, and international partnership converge. Our youth, with their creativity and global outlook, are the true architects of tomorrow's India-Japan partnership. By fostering academic exchanges, joint research, and cultural immersion, we step forward to empower the youth to carry forward a relationship that is not only strategic but deeply human. I am confident that knowledge as a bridge, youth as the torch, India-Japan relationship will definitely grow stronger through positive trigger between St.Ann's and Nara Japan Hub through this seminar. I congratulate the organizers, Nara Japan members, Ikigai Club members for taking this progressive step towards empowering the youth of Hyderabad, leading the way forward from St.Ann's to the world of knowledge, friendship, and future synergy. I extend my heartfelt wishes for the complete success of this event and may it bring abundant learning and inspiration to all who participate. And before I conclude, I record my sincere gratitude to the AI tool for teaching me some Japanese language and sincere apologies to everyone for any incorrect pronunciation I may have made. Mi na sha ma no ho seko ho inori I takshimasu. I wish you all success. That's what it meant. Arigato. Yes, I must.
Ma'am, it was perfect. Thank you. No mistakes at all. Yes. We request to honor Ram Bhadragaru. No, as a mark of respect and gratitude, thank you so much. Oh, okay. After the next speech, we would have some question answer sessions where we would be asking a lot of questions about India and Japan. What is it going to do together, especially for the youth? So next, I would like to invite Mr. Sanjay Kulipaka, who is currently a chairperson of Polythea Research Foundations. He is previously a senior fellow for research programs and strategic neighborhood at Delhi Policy Group, a senior fellow at the Nehru Memorial Museum Library, and a senior consultant at the Indian Council of Research and International Economic Relations. Mr. Sanjay Kulipaka was the visiting was a visiting fellowship at University of Cambridge, UK, and was also a former fellow in the Conflict Transformation Program in United States. Mr. Sanjay also has an extensive work experience with the think tanks and civil society organizations in India. He has considerably worked with a lot of experience in strengthening political processing, governance frameworks and platforms in wider consultation. I should also mention that he has a publication record with 3 co-editing volumes of policy reports, numerous research papers, and OP education essays. I welcome Mr. Sanjay Pulipaka Garu onto the stage on the topic Policy and Partnerships, Boosting India-Japan Ties Through Youth and Academia.
Good evening. Let me at the outset thank Nara Japan Hub for this invitation and also St.Ann's College for organizing this event so wonderfully and inviting all of us here. I'm also happy to share this platform with some friends and well-known dignitaries from different parts of India and Japan. Happy to meet with Taga Masayuki-san again. I had an opportunity to interact with him in Calcutta, Delhi and Tokyo. I did not study in Japan, but I had often traveled to Japan for various conferences and workshops. And I must tell you, it's a very beautiful country for its, of course, the very beautiful landscapes. The cities are beautiful, but the people are also very beautiful out there in the sense that they are very helpful, even though you don't know the language. They don't know our language, but they're always very helpful. Whenever you ask for directions and other things, you get to know. Some of them sometimes walk with me to the destination, and I often wondered how can they be so helpful and also be on time at the same time. Mm-hmm. That is something that we can learn as well. We are here to discuss about 75 years of India-Japan relations, and it is important to talk about academic and youth collaboration. One of the things that we can also learn from Japan is about the civic culture and the social capital they have. That is something that we need to think through as a society as to how do we develop social capital. From that comes the civic culture. Those are something very important that we need to take out and learn from Japanese society as we celebrate these 75 years of India-Japan diplomatic relations. See, as pointed out earlier, immediately after the Second World War, Japan started paying reparations to many countries because it was seen as an aggressor. And there was one country which did not take reparations from Japan, it was India. And that is something which the Japanese, many leadership at that time noted. And we had very good cordial relationship with Japan even during Cold War, despite the fact that we followed non-aligned policy and Japan was an ally of United States. Yes, the relationships were not very strong, robust, as we would have liked, but nonetheless, they were very cordial and friendly, devoid of animosity. The end of the Cold War provided us with a wonderful opportunity to improve bilateral relationship between India and Japan. And we started collaborating, scaling up our relationship. And one of the tipping points, I would say, was when former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe visited India. And in 2007, he gave that famous speech of confluence of two seas called Indo-Pacific in the Parliament of India. In 2007, the Japanese Prime Minister visits Indian Parliament. And then he says, it is not Asia-Pacific, it is not Pacific and Indian Ocean, it is Indo-Pacific. Basically, he placed India in the conceptual universe of international politics, right? I mean, we were our name is part of a concept, of a framework, of a regional imagination. That was the contribution of Japanese Prime Minister. Yes, there were others before him who used the concept, but it is the Japanese Prime Minister who came and reaffirmed that concept, reintroduced that concept to Indians, that this is the way you can think about a region. And that conceptual shift fundamentally altered India-Japan relations in a significant way. And after that, we have seen our relationship has grown from strength to strength. As Taga-san pointed out, we are today having a global, comprehensive, strategic partnership. What does it mean when we use the word strategic partnership? Strategic partnership implies that when two countries collaborate, they alter the balance of power in a region. Not every relationship is strategic partnership. Of course, we use the word strategic partnership to describe every relationship. But when two countries come together and alter the balance of power in a region, that fundamental relationship shift is caused by strategic partnership. And that is what India and Japan are doing. Today, India and Japan are altering the balance of power in Asia. Japan is at one end, we are at another end. So we are fundamentally altering the balance of power in the region. That is something, how are we doing it? We are doing it through economic cooperation. Japan, many of you don't know, is one of the largest investors in India. If you take out Mauritius, Singapore, which are also platforms, of course, Singapore is a genuine investor. But if you take out some of the platforms like Mauritius, Japan is a leading investor in India. As previous speakers pointed out, Japan helped us kickstart our automobile industry. So that is something, that is how you build capabilities. You look at what is happening in high-speed train networks. We are today having bullet trains. Some of you may ask, why do we need bullet trains? But when Maruti Suzuki came, people asked the same question, why do we need cars when so much poverty is there? Point is, when you bring collaboration on high-tech speed trains and others, over time the technology will spill over into other areas. And what was niche, what was exclusive, will become commonly available to everybody. That is what is going to happen to our transport and infrastructure network. Third important point that you need to remember, Japan is one of the most trusted partners that we collaborate with Japan in building infrastructure in Northeast India. Massive infrastructure projects are being done in collaboration with Japan and ADB and others. So that's the scale of trust we have with Japan. The other important partnership that we need to think is defense partnership. Yes, Japan has a pacifist constitution, but that doesn't mean that our relationship cannot have capability building. We can do collaboration in so many things, that dual use items and so many other places, that our capabilities are fundamentally enhanced. It is by enhancing India's capability out of this relationship with Japan, we are altering the balance of power in Asia. So that is one of the ways in which we should look at Japan and learn how to quickly scale up. Coming to specific question of youth and academic cooperation, as earlier speakers pointed out, yes, there is a lot of scope for improvement. Only 1,600 students from India are reportedly studying in Japan. Then there is need to scale it up, increase it. And we should do it also for political reasons. When we talk of strategic autonomy, non-alignment, and all those things, in this age of social media, we should have better understanding of our friends and the societies that they live in. Because if we don't have such understanding, how do you propose to work with them in a fast-changing, really rapidly changing geopolitical context? So therefore, it is important to, as an international relations, international politics guy, I would say it's important for us to understand society as to what is happening in Japan and what does it mean for us. Of course, there is a problem of language, and NARA Japan Hub has been making efforts to bridge that gap by allowing people to learn Japanese language, providing platforms. The challenge in India is you have central boards, you have state boards, you have so many other boards that are there. How do you teach, how do you incorporate some foreign languages like Japanese into curriculum? That's an important challenge that is there, but nonetheless, that is something that we have to focus on and work on and ensure that we learn that language. We know English, so we read American newspapers, we read American platforms, so we have an understanding of American politics. Even if somebody comes and tells us something about American politics, we have our own understanding. In the similar way, we should have our own understanding of Japanese politics and Japanese society. Why? Because we are working together, we are collaborating, building our infrastructure together. It's only then we will have deeper friendship and partnerships. Of course, there are a lot of areas where this can be done. Perhaps to overcome language barriers initially, we can have more internships in India. Let Japanese people come in and work in our companies and firms. Similarly, take our people there. We can have exchange programs a bit more, where students from India go do 2 semesters in St.Ann or 4 semesters and do the last 2 semesters in Japan. Maybe that would be a great opportunity. Maybe the Japanese consulate in Nara Japan have, and others. The Americans, Japanese, Indians, and Australians, we have something called a quad partnership. And there is a fellowship for that, run by Japan Foundation. Of course, it's for slightly not for youngsters, undergrad students and others, but it is for established scholars. Maybe lecturers and professors in this institute can apply for that fellowship. That would take you to Japan and also to other Quad countries. That's another way of looking at and scaling up our relationship. And that is something I think probably corporate institutions and private education institutions are cropping up across India. Maybe that is where we can tap and build positive net relationships in terms of education. We have ICCR fellowships, but very few utilization has been low. That is something that can be scaled up. The other thing that we need to remember is the number of people, youngsters traveling between the two countries may be minimal, but our engagement is high. As earlier speakers pointed out, there is anime that we look at the Cartoon Network, we look at manga and so many other things. People to movement of youngsters may be small in number, but engagement is very high. How do we consolidate it? How do we build educational frameworks around these engagements so that we can strengthen our relationship? That is something that can be looked at. There are a lot of private consultants who give about educational advice on how to go study abroad. Perhaps there can be a seminar for them to engage them and tell them about what are the opportunities in Japan that are there. And of course, as I pointed out, joint degree programs and those things are some of these things that can be looked at. There are some fellowships I would like to draw your attention to. As earlier pointed out, there is Sakura Fellowship, there is India-Japan Year of Science, Lotus Fellowship. IIT Hyderabad gets a lot of funding from our engagement with Japan, and a lot of IIT students go there. One of my relatives studied in IIT, then learned Japanese, and then now is working in Japan. So that's one of the ways of building institutional relationships. Perhaps we can tap colleges, not merely big institutions like IITs. Of course, that should be strengthened. In addition to that, we can tap our relation. There is Japan Society for Promotion of Science that can be looked at. So these are all lot of fellowships that are there that you will get from various websites and other places. But I want to tell you one thing. If you are planning to apply for fellowships and other things, you have to plan well in advance, because it takes time to build these application forms. I have applied for fellowships, I won some fellowships, and out of that experience I am telling you, it takes a lot of time to build an application fellowship. You have to think in advance, you have to plan in advance. And if you are in a first year undergrad, start planning from now. What does that fellowship application require? That is something that you need to plan very much in advance. I have been a visiting faculty at some of the institutions. Some brilliant students, their applications don't get through, not because they were not brilliant, but because they start up very late. And their applications do not reflect their competence. So think in advance, plan in advance, look at all the fellowships that the audience and the speakers have given you, check the deadlines and other things, plan well in advance, talk to people, scholarships and other those things. Those are some of the important things that need to be looked at. In terms of academic cooperation, I think there is phenomenal space to increase Japanese research centers in India. That is something that can be done, not just in social sciences, but also how do you build an interdisciplinary Japan research center in Indian academic institutions. That is something that can be looked at. And of course, it is very important for us in this fast-changing world. We thought some countries are friends and suddenly there is a friction in relationship, right? Things are changing pretty fast. The relationships are changing pretty fast in global landscape. So therefore, it is important for us to understand various countries, specifically our friends like Japan, and build our competence to understand the societies and engage the societies and have a deeper understanding of those societies. And for you, it is also personally enriching experience, because you are dealing with not just with a country, but you are dealing with a civilization called Japan. And it is important to have this civilization understanding of various other civilizations, rich civilizations such as Japan, and take it forward and understand. And it will personally enrich you on many things in terms of literature, in terms of technology, in terms of political understanding. So those are some of the things that I would like to put on the table, and I'll take question answers. I hope I didn't take
Yes. No, perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we would like to honor you, sir. Give us a minute. A small moment. Thank you, Mr. Sanjay. Very insightful. Thank you so much. So boys and girls, this is our hour, which is a question hour, okay? We have any questions, we have Mr. Sanjay here with us, and we have Mr. Taga-san also sitting with us, and they can answer all our questions. While to start with, I think I'll start with some, that language is mandatory to go to Japan, right? So language is a big barrier, as Mr. Sanjay just mentioned it. So is Japan still okay if somebody knows English and trying to learn Japanese? Are they welcoming Indians to Japan? That is one question we have. I'll be a mic. Hello.
Japan welcome everyone. Those who would like to study Japan or Japanese language, we welcome them. And those who not necessary to learn Japanese, but to visit Japan, to see Japan, we welcome. So please do. And before, actually, I wanted many Indian friends to visit Japan, but there's some perception gap. One, Japan, very expensive country to go.
Oh yes, that's what we all think. No?
I'm sorry.
Yes,
That is a perception gap. 40 years ago, 30 years ago, it's true. But last 30 years, our price is not changing. The price in the other countries all gone high. So if compared with visiting Singapore, Thailand, in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Tokyo is cheaper. In the restaurant, now 1 cup of coffee in Hyderabad airport and 1 cup of coffee in Tokyo, which is expensive. Almost same, or sometimes in a restaurant here, Japanese restaurant here, and restaurant in Japan, definitely expensive in Hyderabad. So you can have much cheaper Japanese sushi and ramen and in Japan, okay? One. Number 2 is a language barrier. Yes, before it's very many people face, okay, Japanese people don't. But I'm very happy. Many friends said that since Japanese are very friendly, even without speaking, they will show you the way to go like that. But today it's improving, and all the metro and even bus, local bus, all mentioned in English, and also announcement also English. But since we have many visitors from China and Korea, Japanese, English, Chinese, Korean. So don't be afraid of the language barrier. But still, those who wish to study in a school or work in a company, the language is very, very important. So for those people to study Japanese in advance, this is recommendable. Although you can do it after reaching Japan, but it's better to study Japan from Nara, Japan.
Ah, yes, thank you. And we still have a Duolingo.
Thank you.
Another quick question I have is, of course, you have a lot of engineers and medical fraternity people visiting to Japan, but what about people from arts and other curriculums? What about them? Do you have any opportunities there in Japan? Can I help you? So that's my second question, that people coming from arts, people coming from other fraternities.
Yeah, I was one of those. I'm not a science guy. I'm not a tech person. I'm a social science guy.
Social science, okay.
So I had no problem when I was traveling in Japan. Yes, there will be some hesitation and other things, but let me tell you, we Indians are uniquely equipped. We deal with multiple languages, and yet we get lost when we go to other states and they don't speak one of the 3 languages that we know. So you don't have to be perturbed about Japan because we deal with it in many states, and so we know how to navigate a landscape without knowing a language. So that's not a problem for us.
No, I'm asking about the career opportunities.
Yeah. So on the language front, that is one of the things, and I'll come to the career thing in a minute. And the other thing is these days there is so much of technology that is available to you. So that's not a problem again, you can instantly translate it, deal with it. The other things in terms of career and other things, there are a lot of fellowships as I pointed out. Perhaps that's one of the ways in which you can start off. And once you marinate yourself in that society, and then get to know the language, then perhaps the more opportunities will come. But I have my own relations who are working there. Without knowing Japanese, they went there purely based on English, but they have started learning Japanese and they've learned Japanese. It's always better to learn a language in the society in which you are living. That helps you to understand it better. But it need not intimidate you of not learning the language. Once you go there, we will learn because we've learned 3 languages, 4 languages. We don't mind learning another language. We will learn it pretty quickly. Thank you.
Yeah, it becomes a survival skill then. We also would like to know that do you have any paid internships there for students who have studied engineering or medical here who want to come there, or any other course, who would come there and want to work and then, see how it goes? Do you have any paid internships?
Paid internship mean that the student will get
You pay them to learn the technique.
extra money?
Not extra,
No,
not
no, no,
extra.
no, no.
You pay a little amount for them as a trainee, as they learn. It's called paid internship.
Internship to
So
accept
students who passed out from your college who go there to work.
Yes,
Yes, you do.
There are some company to accept those interns from.
How can I find out?
Oh,
Is there a
maybe,
website?
maybe Futa-san can tell.
Yeah, is there a website? How do I know?
Yes, you can find out a website to opportunity for the internship program for each companies. And sometimes the condition is chargeable, and sometimes not chargeable. You can select the good opportunity for the internship program in the website normally.
So can we also think of those companies which have internship also collaborate with the colleges which are passing out? Can that also happen?
Yes, it depends on the company strategy.
Yeah.
So, but some company have the such a scheme between the company and college, like IITH program.
Like IIT,
Yes. And we have, for example, skill development program in our company. We have the GEM program, Japan and India Manufacturing Institute. That is a OJT program for the skill development for the production. That is a chargeable condition. It takes around 6 months to get the certificate from our company. And after getting the certificate, they can enter to our company.
And you observe them?
Yes, and now we are establishing a new engineering center, like such a GEM program for the engineering part. We will start such a OJT program in our company for the engineering.
So do you have something for skilled workers there? We may have people who are skilled in different works. So do you have opportunities in Japan for people who are skilled?
Now, Japanese companies saw the interest between such a skill development in Japan, OJT program. And maybe you can find out some who saw the program in a website, I think.
So what kind of skills, if you can know? What kind of skills?
In my company,
In your company?
we focus to electrical and mechanical.
Electrical and mechanical.
Yes.
Other than that, any other choices do we have? That's all for engineers. What about people like us?
Actually, in Japan, many companies, not only companies, in the agricultural sector, health sector, we have a lot of need to have skilled manpower, and many company factory wishes to invite, wishes to have those skilled personnel from abroad. But most of the places, not necessarily in the center of the Tokyo or but countryside, and actually the language. In that context, Japanese language is a must, and especially health service, for example. We have our own regulation, and also in case of nurse, to work as a nurse, Japanese language, that we have efficiency, language efficiency, the first quality, it's very, very tough. And even those assistants, working as assistants, middle level, that we call that number middle one, three. We have 5, N1, N4, N3, N2, N1. And to work as a nurse, who can inject or do 1, and who can do work as assistant nurse, 3. Actually, when I was in 3 years ago, state government sent out almost 30 nurses to Japan. Maybe they could work as an assistant nurse. They studied in 1 year. At that time, state government organized Japanese language course, the intensive course. Unfortunately, now it's not. But since now, other opportunity you may have. So those who try to, and requirement is that, for example, construction or engineering, and regarding computer science or IT, that many companies, they recruit those who not necessarily, as Sanjay-san said, that no need for the Japanese language. Actually, we have that around 55,000 Indian national living in Japan. Most of them working in the multinational or IT companies without knowing this level of Japanese language. No problem. But this is only limited, those IT sector or like that. So it depends on the field sector. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. So do you want to?
Maybe so that some cities in Japan are focused to manpower resource.
Manpower.
Yes, because they need a voice worker and something so that they can help the, for example, Indian people, so the working condition, so that they can help them in the voice of each city, and maybe some cities require manpower resource from India, I think.
Yeah, looks interesting. So do you want to have some cultural exchange programs with students here and students there? Are you looking forward to some cultural exchange programs from India, students from India and Japan?
Yeah, frankly speaking, I'm very sorry. My leader said that it's important for this cultural exchange program to introduce. But although saying that the budget for culture, or we have the culture organization looking after the cultural exchanges and supporting Japanese language. We call the Japan Foundation, and Japan Foundation has some scheme, but it's not enough. We have to strengthen the Japan Foundation and increase more scheme of Japan. But at this moment, we are actually, frankly speaking, depend on Nara Japan Hub. And so, but I'm telling my friend in Japan, we should do more on this culture side. And there are Japanese in culture sector, they would like to do voluntary. So we like to take the contribution or cooperation of those people who would like to do for the culture exchanges. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions, boys and girls? You have a question, Mark? The mic is right there.
We would like to know the process to enter into the exchange program details. Like 1 semester here, 1 semester there in the University of Tokyo or any other university. So for which we need to know the curriculum and match the curriculum, what is taught there and what is being taught here. And so such basic work shall we start. shall we shape the curriculum and try to map the curriculum where it suits so that we can do the process in the coming year. So for which I request the NARA Japan to be the part, intermediate data transfer wing, and so that we can take the help from you, understand what type of curriculum and which students can go, so that way we can motivate our students and we can enable them. That is number one.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to show them the path at least.
Yes. And number two, sir, for you, the Toshiba guide. And if you can contribute to our curriculum design for internship. So if you want our students to have this skill, so we can introduce that foundation course or some course so that they can easily enter into your organization and do an internship. Maybe their future can be made according to their potential. Can that be done, sir?
Now we are considering such a good scheme between the company and college. And now we have already established a new engineering center. But now we cannot define such a what is a suitable scheme for our future business and future relationship between the company and college. We should study the good scheme between the college and company. This is my opinion. This is a starting point for us, and it's a very good opportunity to start the discussion.
Sure, thank you so much, thank you. I think we have
I want to help us in this also.
Papa Nara Japan. Okay, well, girls and boys, I know we have another about 40 minutes of small exchange programs, which is, we have some experts here who are going to speak about trials to roadmaps, bridging the resource gaps and transforming academic collaborations, okay? And these speakers who are with us now are from different educational institutes, people who have studied there in Japan, people who are from here, from India, people who have already taken scholarships there and studied and established themselves, people who are working there. So quickly we'll go through this. So we have Mr. Dr. A. Raju, Dean of R&D, Sri Vishnu Educational Society. So Dr. A. Raju Garu, we request you to kindly come onto the stage. Please welcome, sir.
Thank you. Very good evening, Kunbamba, Namaste, respected Purita-san, Kaji Sensei, Sanjay Garu, Principal Ma'am, Rama-san, Naginath-san, Sambamurthy Garu, Mishra Garu, and our Japanese language Sensei, Aguchi Sensei, and faculty members and student friends. Very good evening once again. So myself, Dr. Raju Edla, I'm working as a Dean Research and Development at Sri Vishnu Educational Society, which is located in both Telugu states, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. We have 13 institutions including engineering, dental, pharmacy and schools. I'm representing the institution, and before going to the main content of the trialing to the roadmaps, I would like to give a small my experience and why I started this Japan thing in our society and all. After staying 9 years in Japan, with a deep connection with my professors, my fellow members, colleagues, students, doctoral students, master students, and my neighbors. After pandemic, I returned back to India. You cannot believe me, 1.5 years, I completely missed that culture, that friendship, the food, okay, the beautiful nature, especially the weekends, Saturdays, Sundays, sightseeing with my friends. I completely missed, and I was still come back to connect with my people. So I completely I started focusing on it. Then I initiated small exchange programs for the students. Luckily, I worked during my 9 years in Japan. I worked for more than 37 projects, research projects sponsored by the government of Japan, companies, and the universities. I have a good friends through those projects, project partners, research partners. Luckily, by that moment, I got one professor from Saga University. His name is Professor Yukio Nagano, who is working intensively on DNA sequence analysis. It is a very hot topic nowadays. Now, India also started Genome Bank. So, there are a lot of scope for the young talents into this domain. I gave a single message in the messenger, in the Facebook. Within 5 minutes, I got the reply from the professor. So I invited him. He stayed 23 days first time to India. That was his first visit to India. He stayed with us. He trained our faculty members. He trained our students. Like that, he visited. After that, he visited 3 more times. More than 15. Every visit, he has spent more than 15 days. With that successful 4 visits, finally, we formalized an official MOU with the Saga University. And during this tenure, during this collaboration, we successfully got the 2 exchange programs sponsored by the Japan Science and Technology Agency. The name is Sakura Science Exchange Program. Thanks to Government of Japan and Japan Science and Technology Agency. All first time 7 students plus 1 faculty was fully sponsored for 15 days for this exchange program, including visa charges and tax free. Tax pays also from the house to the airport to the house. So how beautiful it is, the respect the Japan government is giving to the Indian collaborations. We have to see that. Second, also we got for the faculty exchange from the Saga University. Later we have another collaboration with the Kumamoto University, Kurumi Institute of Technology, Kagoshima University, Kochi University of Technology, Sojo University, Kumamoto, like that. So we successfully completed 3 Sakura Science Exchange programs, and recently one of our students got selected for the Lotus program, 1-year program. In the morning, first time the madam has mentioned, Lotus has given internships opportunities for 1,000 students, for Indian students. If you see that now for 2026, Lotus opened 2 categories of internship programs. One is Lotus Basic, is a 1-year exchange program, and Lotus Aspire, the 3 years exchange program. So it is a very good thing. If you have a good connection with the universities, you can send your students for 1 year, 3-year exchange programs, fully sponsored by the Japan Science and Technology. That's why we have a strong collaboration with the Kumamoto University, where we have a success story for the Sakura Science Exchange program, and now we started collaboration on the semiconductors mission, where we are also, that university is part of the Kyushu Semiconductors Council. So we are also slowly becoming a member for that council. Later, Kurumi Institute of Technology, March first week, 67 faculty members from India, we hosted 10th International Engineering Symposium for 3 days. The same series, 11th IES 2027, we initiated for the next March 2027. That way we are having a good collaboration with the Japanese universities. Special thanks to the Nara Japan Hub for establishing the Japanese language and culture, especially in Hyderabad and South India, over 3 decades. So give them a big round of applause for that. When I back to India, the first people I have seen that Nara Japan Hub. I'm looking for the who will be my supporters, who will be my help for me to establish and where I can connect with them like that. So luckily one fine morning I called them and they were with lot of love. They invited me to the center, and that way I well connected with the Nara Japan Hub. We have an official MOU with them, and Taguchi Sensei is teaching to our 43 students in our women campus. You see that 250 plus students are taking Japanese language in our society. That way we are encouraging the culture and language also to our students, and we open for many exchange programs with many universities nowadays. So we're looking forward for the more collaborations and more activities in the near future. Thank you for this great opportunity.
Excuse me. Sir, we request you to kindly stay back to take the memento. we'd like to honor you with your presence. Thank you very much for being here today. Accept photograph. We have some professors and people who are working in Japan live with us today. On your screens, please. So next, I welcome all the way from Japan live, talking to all of you, Professor Dr. Aira Ikegami. She is from Kyoto University. So she's currently serving as a professor at the Graduate School of Asian and African Area Studies at Kyoto University. Her academic background is interdisciplinary, beginning with studies in architecture and engineering at the university there. She's earned her PhD and she's here to present before you, Professor Dr. Aya Ikegami. Hello, welcome. We're all watching you.
Hello,
Hello, welcome.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so I turn off the YouTube side so it won't be any reflection of that. Okay, I'm so honored to be here and sorry, I can't really, sorry, give me a second. Okay, so that I can see the YouTube at the same time. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm sorry not being able to be in Hyderabad because I have an obligation here in Kyoto. So is it possible for me to share the PowerPoint presentation?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. There we. Oh, maybe not this one. Sorry, I'm not really familiar with this team. Give me a second. Oh. Is that share window?
Can you share screen? Yes.
Can you hear this? Can you see the screen there?
Yes, yes. Dr. Aya, yes, we can see it. Unmute yourself.
I'll do it. No, ma'am.
Sorry, can you see the screen?
Now it's
Now it's not visible.
Sorry, it's very difficult to do with this YouTube. Okay, can you see the screen?
No. Now I can. Yes, yes.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, yes. Yes, please, you can go ahead. We can see the screen.
Can you see the screen there?
Yes, yes.
voice is coming now.
Yes, please go ahead. Do you talk to her?
Yes, it's working. Mic is working.
Okay.
池上先生見えてますので、そのまま話していただいて大丈夫です。はい。今、スライドがプレゼンテーションモードになっていないので。
Okay, so it's very difficult for me to do from here. I think I should have practiced before. Anyway, I'm here to present my university, Kyoto University, and I'm not sure how many of you heard of Kyoto University. So I'm quickly introduce my university here. So Kyoto University is one of the leading research universities in Japan. And Kyoto University was established in 1897 as the second oldest national university in Japan after Tokyo University. We have been a top leading research universities in Japan, also highly recognized around the world. So these are the few university rankings. It's, I don't know, 46 and 56 and the 61st, 61st is not the great number, but it's still a second highest in amongst Japanese universities. And there has been many award-winning researchers from the university. Last year has certainly been one of the most important moments for us. Professor Kitagawa and Professor Sakaguchi, both of whom have been members of the university, were awarded the Nobel Prize. So we have in total of 30 Nobel laureates, which is the highest number in Japan. And also we have other prizes, very prestigious prize like Abel Prize for mathematics. So we have state-of-the-art research faculties, cutting-edge research, and particularly probably will have the. Okay, I'll explain to you later which kind of okay. Yeah, okay, sorry. I think there is a time lag between YouTube and my presentation. So it's extremely difficult for me to continue doing the presentation, but I try. So anyway, we have 12,700 undergraduate and 9,600 postgraduate students and more than 3,500 faculty members. So it's a massive universities of different 10 undergraduate faculties, 18 graduate schools, and 12 research institutes. And these students have a diverse international background, 3,000 international students, and 170 plus international faculty members from 110 different countries. And these are the 10 undergraduate faculties and 18 graduate schools. So my graduate school is called Asian and African Area Studies, which is interdisciplinary graduate school. And so these are the overview of Kyoto University history, but I'll skip that. Okay, these are global engagement where those Kyoto University pursued international exchange and collaboration through close partnership with institutions overseas, students, researcher exchange program, international research collaboration, and a multitude of other activities. So you can all find out this information on our website. And particularly with India, Kyoto University on-site laboratory launched at IIT Roorkee in 2024. And also, I believe we have engagement with the early career researchers at IIT Hyderabad and IISc in Bangalore. Here we go. So these are the particularly strong research institute in Kyoto University. These are the world famous leading biotech research, especially Dr. Shinya Yamanaka's Center for iPS Cell Research and Applications, and the Center for Cancer Immunotherapy and Immunology, an Institute for Life and Medical Science, Institute for Integrated Cell Material Sciences. These are the leading research institutes which produced many Nobel Prize winners. Here we go. So there was some talk of student exchange, and our Kyoto University has a very specific student exchange, and this, especially at the KU Star, is a specific short-term research internship program, which is paid, partly paid, so the students don't have to pay accommodation fees while they were in Kyoto. So the students has to pay airfares, but other expenses while they were in Kyoto, these are all made by the university. It's about 2 to 3 months, and last year we had, I think, about 50 students from India. I received 2 students, one from University, Delhi University, DU, and another student, IIT, Delhi. And most of the students come from engineering and science backgrounds, but we also accept students from social science and humanity backgrounds. And there's another short-term IIT Hyderabad visiting program and IIT Bombay International Summer Schools. So we have some short-term but quite effective student exchange programs with India. And if you are thinking of applying for Kyoto University, if you go to our website and put education and admissions, international admissions, you will have all the information available there. And we recently started international undergraduate program. This, I believe that it takes 4.5 years, including language training. So important thing is that I think there was some other people asking about the language. Yes, it might be quite difficult for Indian students to master Japanese language, but if you are thinking of pursuing a professional career after you finish your university degrees or post-graduation studies in Japan, it's a very good idea to have a good command of Japanese. That definitely opens up many, many doors available, and the career prospect is much, much higher if you know good Japanese. So I'll finish my presentation here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We would like to send our love from here to you. We will send it to you to Japan when we come there. So
Ma'am,
we have
show this side. This one. This is the camera.
you can hold it.
No, you have to show to this camera.
Dr. Arab, can you hear us?
Yeah. This way. This way.
That's right, correct, you're right. We just sit there. So we're going to send it to you when we come to Japan. Thank you very much for being with us today. May 20th, you're going to get this all the way from Hyderabad to you in Japan. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now we have Dr. Sushil Raut, Professor, Hiroshima University, who will be speaking to us. Professor Dr. Sushil Raut, Hiroshima University. He's done many research programs, research in areas
Yes,
of
I can hear you.
intelligent systems and robotics.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See you. Bye. See you. Bye.
Thank you.
I don't think there's time. If you don't mind, sorry. I'm very sorry. So he's done. We are talking about Dr. Sushil Raut, and he's done research in the areas of intelligent system and robotics, high-speed vision and sensing. And here we have with us today, so Professor Dr. Sushil Raut from Hiroshima University. Welcome. You're on mute. Can you unmute yourself, please?
This one
Yes.
is
Yes.
in mute.
Dr. Sushil, we request you to unmute yourself. Unmute. Lag is so much. Yes, there is lag. Can you kindly unmute and talk to the audience? You have some young audience here from St.Ann's College Women.
What is the names, ma'am?
Dr. Sushil.
Correct, Sushil only.
PM Kishore. Hello, Mr. Sushil, can you hear us? Yes, yes. Are you able to see us?
So, thank you very much for giving me opportunity to present about Hiroshima University.
You have got 5 minutes, sir.
Let me share my slides. So, I'm from Hiroshima University. My name is Sushil. I'm associate professor at Hiroshima University. I spent my
There's a lag, right?
From there and it is there.
Professor, I also have a responsibility of research manager. So basically, I work as a bridge between Indian universities and Hiroshima University. So far, we could make the network of 30 Indian universities, including private and public university. So let me start. Hiroshima University is one of the oldest university in Japan, with not older than the Kyoto. Kyoto is much older. We completed our 150 years of education. We started as a school, and then as a school 75 years, and then 76 years as a university. So we are located in the southern part of Japan. To access Hiroshima, you can come to Tokyo or Nagoya or Osaka or Hakata, or directly flight from Hong Kong to Hiroshima. So Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park, as you know, we have historical importance. During the World War, there was a bomb drop, the nuclear bomb drop in Hiroshima. We also have it's the one of the holy island, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage. Then yes, we are Hiroshima University. We are located in the southern part of Japan, and we have Hiroshima University, we have more than 2,000 international students from more than 100 countries. We have several agreements with the universities globally, like inter-university, then faculty-wise agreement. We have a study abroad program called FUSA program, where we accept students for 6 months to 1 year. And then we also have another program called HU GRIP, where we accept for the short term. Then we also have a 2+2 program with the 2 universities like Arizona State University, and we recently started from this year with the Aloha University for the semiconductor specialization. So Hiroshima University, we have a global good ranking, and we are also recognized as a research university in Japan. So we get exclusive fund for promotion of research. Then we have several major projects in university, diverse like related to the physics, serial knot, then moonshot project, then genome editing, semiconductor project, then grant for the National University. Under this, we do several activity for Indian University. Then semiconductor is a rank 3 laboratory we have in Japan. So we have several traditional researchers in semiconductor department. So we have 12 graduate school, 16 degree programs. We run 27 courses basically in Japanese language. So starting from the like integrated art and science, later education, economics, science, medicine, dentistry, pharmaceutical, engineering, applied biology, informatics, and data science. We recently started the new school, Integrated Global Study, in which we offer English degree in 3 fields: culture and tourism, peace and communication, environment and society. So our capacity is 40. In this course, we offer English degree. So this is undergraduate English degree program. Whereas the graduate school, we offer the English degree mainly, primarily. So we have 5 graduate school, 43 master's program, and 48 doctoral degree program we run in these 5 graduate schools. So here also we run, we have a graduate school of humanities and social science, then education, professional development for the teachers and school leaders, then law school, then international education, advanced science and engineering. So I belong to this department. We have mathematics, physics, science, and yes, a lot of futuristic topics we have. Then joint international master degree we have in sustainability. Then integrated science for life. Yes, so physical science and everything we have. Then graduate school of biomedical and health science we have, where we run the doctoral courses, master's courses, and yes, in integrated health science and integrated health science doctoral degree also. So we also have a graduate school of innovation and practice for smart society. 3 years back, we started this interdisciplinary graduate school where we bring the student from social, culture, and technology together to solve the problem. So it's the ideology of this graduate school is a little bit different. We have 3 campuses. This campus is our largest campus. I am in this campus. We also have a medical campus located in the city of Hiroshima, where we have medical, dentistry, and pharmaceuticals. And this is our oldest campus. We call Higashi Senda campus. Currently, we have a law school, night school, and center for peace also. Expense-wise, since we are a national university, our tuition fee is regulated by the ministry, and there is one-time enrollment fee. Then application fee is there. So compared to private university, it's significantly low because we are highly subsidized and supported by the ministry. Exemption and different system we have. So as you can see, students get a lot of support for the financial management, enrollment fee, then tuition fee exemption mechanism we have. So there are several students who get the tuition fee exemption. Then tuition fee and living expenses, if we compare with the McDonald and other living expenses. So compared to other countries, Hiroshima is quite affordable, even compared to Tokyo, it's very affordable place for living. We have a standard admission process. There is an online portal. Student can apply through this program, this portal, and then we accept the documents, and then yes, you can proceed for the admission. Then how to find the specific professor? We have research directory. You can search the professor or research topic or theme of their research, and then you can find out the professor. So sometimes it's very difficult for the students to identify professor or their research area. So you can use this research directory to access their profile and then choose for your career. Yes. Student support and financial support mechanism we have. So as you know, the mixed scholarship is the biggest scholarship program in Japan. So now call is open and you can start application if you are interested in just a minute. Yeah, so if you are interested in pursuing your degree program, undergraduate, master's or PhD in Japan, definitely I recommend you to apply to the mixed fellowship. In this fellowship, you don't have to pay the tuition fee. They also provide the travel grant and there is a tuition scholarship included. So it's a really good fellowship I had when I came here for the PhD. Other than the mixed fellowship, there are several private organizations. They also support student life, like tuition fee or daily expenses or like a scholarship. So many students, like 20% of our foreign students, they get the scholarship from the private organization. Then Hiroshima University also we have our own scholarship program. Then excellent student scholarship we have those who perform very well. Like if you publish 2 papers in 1 year, we also support you for the fees exemption or financially we support. So those mechanisms we have. We also have a next generation fellowship, research fellowship, STEM female research fellowship. So if you are a female researcher, you can utilize all these facilities and special fellowship for you. Then support system for the international students we have. Then yes, we provide several tutor for if you are facing problem in your education. We have one-to-one tutor program, then peer support room we have, then accessibility center we have for the international students. We also have a Japanese language program where you can study Japanese language free and that help you for the local living. Then we also have health center where you can directly approach for your mental health, physical health and consultation. So everyday life is very good. So we have more than 2,000 students. So life is really nice in Hiroshima University. Yes, we have housing around the campus. We have dormitory. We have public housing off campus, which is supported by leased by the Hiroshima University. We have several other housing around campus. So around the campus, you can live, you can find the student town where students are they live around the university. Commuting, if you live in our campus, you can just use a bicycle. If you are in the medical campus, then you can use any public transport. So it's not very difficult. Meal option, you can find a lot of meal option around the campus, like Japanese food, Indian food. So that's not an issue. Daily life is very good. Nearby there are several supermarkets. Part-time jobs are available for your to be your living expenses. So there are several options. It's the safest place, one of the safest place in Japan. So I spent 16 years and we didn't find any criminal activity or anything around. So it's a very safe place for foreigners too. Day off. Yes, there are several activities and you can enjoy around. So this is our social media handle. You can visit and then I think you can follow our updates. So this is about our Hiroshima University. Then let me explain you our new program that we started. Yes, so we called 3+1 program. We introduced this program to Indian universities in 2024, where we invite students from several private universities. So 3+1, as you can understand, 3 years in home university and 1 year in Hiroshima University. So during the 4th year of graduation, students can come to Hiroshima University for research. So basically, we promote early age research experience during the last year of their graduation. So there are all the schools you can access to this depending on your or specialization. You can approach to these schools and then you can get enrolled and then you can take the education in Hiroshima University during the last year. So in this case, the home university offer the bachelor's degree and Hiroshima University offer certificate of completion and credit transfer certificate. So credit transfer certificate is for home university for the graduation. The tuition fee is included in this program. In Indian rupees, it is around 2,20,000 rupees for 9 months. So we have 4 terms in 1 year. So 9 months means you will spend 3 terms. So this is exactly same like our regular tuition fee. Then we call it IDEC 3+1. Similar version in Japanese, we have Morito Institute 3+1. In IDEC 3+1, we have a mode of education in English. In Morito, it's Japanese. So as you can see, all schools are applicable. Like you can apply to any school depending on your area of interest and then stream. There are several benefits of this program. Specialized education, you can get one-to-one in education with a professor and you can go to their laboratory. Then there is a further study opportunity in Hiroshima is available. Then you can also experience the Japan during your 9 month stay. Extensive selection of school you can do. At the end, the certificate of completion and credit transfer certificate you can get. So the list of academic professors we provide to the home university and based on that student choose. So we have 2 intake. One is the June intake and second is the October intake. So June intake, we complete the document screening and interview. Students usually apply in January and then screening and matching. Then visa process, it takes around almost one month to get the visa approval and everything. Then from June, students join Hiroshima University. So if you complete by March, you can stay in Hiroshima University as a research student where you don't have to pay the tuition fee. So we call it research student period where students prepare for the entrance exam. So we have entrance exam in August and then if you pass the exam, you can seamlessly transfer to master degree program in October. So there are like 3 gateways. One is like if you want to continue Hiroshima University, you can. If you want to work in Japan, you can approach our Global Career Center. If you want to return back to home country, that is fine. That's not an issue. So similarly for the October batch, we have a similar phase. So from October you can start. So from October to June, you can stay in Hiroshima University for 9 months. And then there is a research student phase. If you want to work in Japan, yes, you can. So currently, last year we got 17 students from India. This year we have more than 76 applications from India. So students are showing the interest in this program and this program is getting popular. In 2016, we introduced program to Chinese University. More than 881 students enrolled in this program and 50% is our conversion rate, those who continue to the master's degree program. As I explained, we are a research university. We have several futuristic research projects. So if you are interested, you can join these projects. So we have project-based and the proposal-based intake. So depending on your choice, there are 10 to 12 ongoing projects. You can apply to those projects if you are interested, or you can prepare the proposal for 3+1 program. We have several initiatives, so you can also take the advantage of these initiatives. You can be a part of our national projects. Yes, as I mentioned, Hiroshima University, we have a significant research facility as well as extensive schools of selection you can do. We are also good in semiconductor, physical education, engineering. So definitely you can take the advantage. Then it's an affordable place for living, as I explained you earlier. Even in the Japan also, it's very affordable compared to Osaka, Tokyo. So we are also recognized as a test field. We have several smart projects like smart city, smart bus project, smart transportation project. So this area is recognized as a test field. So we also work along with the municipal corporation.
Thank you.
So we get several local projects. So you can take the benefit of that. Then, as I mentioned, that we introduced this program as a Morito 3+1 in 2016, and then so far 881 students enroll in our program. Satisfaction rate is also very high. More than 50% students they enroll for the master's degree program.
Thank you,
And for
Mr.
India,
Sushil.
we introduced this program as an ID 3+1 in 2024. So right now we have a significant number of students enrolling in this program. So similarly, there is so yes, so this is the same process where you can apply. At the end, we provide certificate of completion and then credit transfer certificate. So this is all about our 3+1 program. So if you are interested, please approach, please contact us, and we will be very happy to receive you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, and you will be sent an honor from here, from India, and you will receive it in May sometime in Japan. Thank you so much, Dr. Sushil. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Very insightful. Thank you. We have Dr. Kanika from Kautilya School of Public Policy. Professor Dr. Kanika from Kautilya School of Public Policy is currently a professor in Kautilya School of Public Policy, where she teaches international relations and global affairs. Oh, sorry, it's global affairs. So I won't take much time. I think we're getting late. So go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm sure it's been a long day for everyone, so I'm going to keep it as brief as possible. First, thank you to Nara, Japan, because they're wonderful in, I'm not a Hyderabadi, I'm coming from Delhi, and but I get to understand so much of Hyderabad. Thank you to Nara, Japan. They keep organizing different conferences and we get to see so much. So my first time in St.Ann, and congratulations to all of you for a wonderful program you put together. When we're talking about India and Japan,
Yes.
when we're talking about India and Japan, one of the key issues that a lot of people pointed out was the barriers that are there in terms of state-to-state engagement is there, but cultural engagement is limited. And the reason I feel a lot of that is also because the identities of India and Japan are so different in some ways. We're both Asian states, but there is a sort of differentiation in how we understand the world. And that comes a lot also from Japan being a G7 country, global north country, and India being a global south country. And that differentiation is something that actually helps build that bridge also. Because when we look at the Indo-Pacific, when we look at both these, the global north and the global south, in different places or spaces, it's easy for these two Asian states, and there is a space for these two Asian states to actually work together. Because they come from these Western and Eastern traditions, they also come from Asia. There is a mix of similarity and difference that exists between both these countries. And I think that's the place that needs to be tapped into most right now. A lot of the engagement that has been pointed out right now was talking about how we need to look at the idea of what education institutes need to develop. but they also need to first, I think, within India, first develop a more holistic way of understanding how we can engage with the other, and then bring more to the table in terms of our engagement with Japan as well. That's one of those key points that I wanted to talk about when we're looking at engaging with Japan more and more. Bhadra-san had mentioned that I should talk about a little bit about my experience in Japan recently. And the one thing I would say is the Japanese sense of beauty that exists is something that I was almost envious of, because there is beauty in almost everything that you see in Japan. Whether there's trees, leaves falling, everything is beautiful in Japan. And that's something that I hope that we can build into more in our city in Hyderabad as well. See, I'm claiming Hyderabad as well, so I guess it's a good thing happening. One of the other things that I wanted to talk about was the idea of how Japan and Hyderabad can grow more. So I was in Ginza, so a lot of people may know Ginza, and right outside as soon as I stepped out of my hotel, the first restaurant I saw was serving Hyderabadi biryani. So it's always one of those nice moments that sort of helps build relationships more between these two, between us, Hyderabad as a city, and Tokyo and Japan as well. When we're looking more at engagement, I think one of the other things that we can learn from Japan, I think it was mentioned before, was about the idea of structure that comes from Japan, right? We're a very disorganized sort of structure that we have here in India, and Japan is very, very organized. I think that clash is something that we still need to work around, and how we can manage our time better, how we can work with each other better, because Japanese do everything by the book. Indians do almost nothing by the book, but do everything in the end as well. So finding those structural differentiations is something that we need to work about. I'll stop there. I think we're very out of time, so thank you.
Thank you. Please wait for a moment. We would like to honor you with a small memento, and thank you. That was very insightful. Personal experience and presence always adds, and it did here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. No. Thank you. This is our Thank you so much. Thank you.
1 minute. We have Dr. B. Mishra ji from Watson University. So Dr. B. Mishra ji is a PhD from JNU Delhi, postdoctorate fellowship, and he's here to talk to us today. So I invite Dr. B. Mishra ji for addressing the young audience today. And so don't mind if you could make it shorter. Thank you.
Take only 1 minute.
3 minutes.
2.5.
As you like.
5:25, 5:27 half an
Sorry.
Okay, so good evening to everyone. Before I talk, there is a famous saying in Kyoto University Academic Council or Academic Forum that a seminar becomes successful when the Indians speak less and Japanese speak more. So I wanted to make this seminar successful. That's why I'm going to speak very less so that the Japanese speak more. Okay, having said that, here I can just quickly say 2 points. What I learned from Japan and what we are providing to Japan. So I had my postdoc from Kyoto University. I do not get any time to interact with Aya-san who was speaking over there, but I was in that center, Graduate School of Asian and African Area Studies. She was doing PhD at that time when I was doing my postdoc. But I do not get any opportunity to interact with her. So 1 minute is over, 1.5 minutes there. So having said that, what we are doing, I am director of Watson Japan Center. And we opened a Japan Center over there. We exclusively teaching Japanese language to our student. Maki-san is here, who is teaching Japanese language course over there. Some of my students also join over here. Those can speak fluent Japanese. I'm also learning Japanese. I learned Japanese in Kyoto, forget in Delhi, and once I learning Japanese in Hyderabad. Okay, so basically what we learned is systematization, what my previous speakers said about Japanese lifestyle and all these things. Before I moved to Japan, I always speak English. I never speak any regional language. You know, in Jeonju, there is a very kind of culture, you speak English, so on and so forth. But the moment I land down over there, I realized, oh, if the opponent can understand the language that you also learn, you can speak, it's better to speak the language. So having said that, I don't want to kill my time, I have only 10 seconds to my job. So what actually we're trying is that we are making the women capital for Japan. And I hope so that by 2030, our target is that our university can at least 10% of students speak Japanese fluently. As of now, only 2% are speaking Japanese. But by 2030, 10%, apparently it's around 1,000 plus students can speak Japanese fluently. Thank you, arigato gozaimasu. I said 5 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, and we would like to give you a small honor. Short and sweet. Thank you so much. Mr. Kishore is online with us, all the way from Japan. Is he there?
I'm just checking.
Ma'am.
Kishore.
Mr. M. Kishore,
Yes, yes. He's on.
Director of St.Ann, Hiroshima. STAN? It's, okay. Sat when?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Kishore, can you hear us?
Yes, and my screen is visible, right?
Yes. Mr. Kishore Mocherla, we would want you to talk in 5 minutes, please. Is that possible? It's a request.
Yeah, I'm waiting actually from 3 hours, so I understood that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I'll do
Over
that.
to you.
And some of your questions, ma'am, you asked, and there are certain topics which I think they are overlapping, but I'll make it short and sweet for everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity today. Myself, as introduced, my name is Kishore Mocherla. I am the director and country head for Satyam Venture Japan. I'm basically born and brought up in Hyderabad, graduated from Usman University. Thanks to erstwhile Asabanu and Nara Japan, through which there was a government program where I entered Japan in 2005. And for a different company, and now this company I entered in 2011. And then I'm currently living in Hiroshima. So everybody has a fair bit of idea, and my friend Sushil, Professor Sushil already introduced. So before I start my main presentation, so as everybody know, Hiroshima very well about atomic plant bomb and other things. But there is some spirit which everybody learns, and I have learned and gone through last 14 years of my living in Hiroshima. Which I wanted to bring it to the young fraternity, is the phoenix, so rising from the ashes. So they don't give up is something which we all learned while residing in Hiroshima. And there is a fair bit of variation, how do you handle in Tokyo and Hiroshima. So some of it which already Dr. Sushil already revealed. And just to give you an idea, Satyam Venture is a Hyderabad-based company. We do automotive engineering solution, and we work for global automotive company like Ford, BMW, Nissan, Japan. Nissan, Toyota, Mazda. You name it. All the automotive companies we work, and we work in the area of their R&D. So we build. We only don't manufacture car, but we are handling the whole R&D part. So that's the introduction about it. And so there is some subtle way which I wanted to bring because most of them were explaining certain areas. What is Japan good at, and how is the culture, and how colorful the nature is. So there is something which I wanted to give a very subtle, reference of Japan, or the Japanese business. So what is that? The background of it is something which. So Japan also, as every language has its own sweetness and beauty of it. So the beauty of Japanese language is the culture is something which is integrated into it. So you learn the language, you learn the culture. So that is something which you will get very handy, and you will be able to integrate into the community easily. So that is something which is something which we have to identify it. And language per se, you don't have to be good at English, but if you are good at Telugu, Hindi, or any of your local languages, you can master Japanese. So that is something which you always have to look at. And if you want to, get into the culture or understand the country as a better, view, perspective, that is something which you have to look at. So there is a honorific language, polite, and there are different forms where you try to look at Japanese language, and there is some kind of a subtle silence, and how people express in a group, and how they express individually, how they express in friendship. That all can be mastered if you have language is something which and the body language, or the facial expressions. And one identity which for every budding professional who like to conduct a job or employ themselves, business card is something which is people look at. So that is the identity of a person. Your company, your name is something, and then you give that sign of respect by giving that bow. And bow also has a different areas. And punctuality is something which always brings a culture shock for people, where a train starts at say 9:01 and it reaches at 9:23. So that is something which is you look at. And if your meeting starts, you have to be there at least 10 minutes before. Is something which everybody expects. That if the meeting starts at 9, you have to be there 10 minutes to 9, and then you start the meeting on time. It's the same way for any train, as you know, which they actually follow. So these are certain things which I think over a period of time we can always master that etiquette, and how you give the business card. The moment you are given, you don't put it in the pocket. You have to actually read it and understand, give that respect. And these are signs of something which you do. And then, as I just said, the time mastery is something which you have to look at. And business relationship, the trust is something which you have to build. So you want to win a friendship, you want to win a business project, you want to win a deal. It may take some time, but once it takes shape, it will, in no time you can recover what you lost. So that is something which you have to look at. And this is something which I think you must have seen, Omiyage. That is something like you are giving your personal touch, is what the gift giving is, what people look at. It may not be costly, but it is a gesture which you give. You actually follow that. So this is something which is interesting for each one of you. How is that I can share? So there is engineering profession one side. So I understand St.Ann belongs to the degree college, masters, and you have it's different slightly from engineering stream. So what are the high demand sectors for Indians? So what is that you have to look at and not? Of course, there is AI is something which is there. And then you have the cyber security and data science. So these are the fast going topic for science stream. Healthcare and nursing, yes, this is one area which is of high demand, because there is an aging population in Japan, and people need this sector. Like if you are in hospital management, if you are in nursing, these are areas where we can do. And of course, yeah, language is something which you should master. So it will start with N5 as a basic and N1 as the highest. But people look at least about N3 or N2 level. Of course, engineering, people spoke enough, and these are areas which are there. Of course, there are skill trades which now I think ITI, people coming out ITI, people coming out of vocational school or specialist school, there is a good requirement, and in fact, in logistics, shipment, and food manufacturing. Education, yes, there is a lot of demand. English teachers. Till now, we are speaking about language, but yes, English is something which people are looking for. And there are high demand sectors also. Of course, there are engineering and fields which are there. Automotive, as you know, it is a leader in across the world. So then civilian construction engineering also is one other area, and then you have energy infrastructure, these areas where there is a high demand. And I have just given some special attention, like what next for 4 years. People who are in first year, who will graduate in next 3 years, or who are going to graduate, or who are planning to do their masters in St.Ann itself. So these are areas where healthcare, biotech, pharma is something which you can target these roles. These are certain roles which are very much in demand, and these are the employees. So these are all the top employers. People are wanting on an annual basis every year about 100 to 1,000, 2,000 people take freshers who are graduated from universities and all that, and even from foreign locations also they are now recruiting. Of course, AI and technology is there, and I understand a lot of data science and degrees are come in India, and these are some areas which, Rakuten and Line, these are all the applications of bank, and these are the tech firms which are there. And then you have a management consulting, which I think something which people also wants to pursue with their MBA and some kind of BBA and those degrees. That is something which people are also looking at, and you can be a consultant, you can be an engagement manager, and you can be a data analytic consultant. This is something very important. I'm going there, something like that. What is that I'm going to learn? And what is the potential of earning is something which I surveyed, and these are certain expectations where you can. So these are just estimates, but average, it's a good payout compared to other global locations. But yes, these are areas like 8 million to 5 million. I've given in rupees also. So these are certain areas which you can look at. And then non-IT roles. We speak only about IT, but what about other things? So these are entry level also. You have a good pay package, which and good competitive packages, which you can always expect that once you down the role and take a job there. So these are all the visas. So this is like a green card. So they made it very easy if you have a good salary and handsome salary, and you can expect your visa to be very smooth. So it is very liberal compared to other countries. So visa, they will be quite accommodative, provided you give all the relevant information and documentation. And there are several types of visas which you can always pursue. And yes, why we talk about language, it will give you a lot of flexibility. It will help you to promote to next level. That's something which you have to look at. And as I told, for Indians, adapting to language, provided you put a substantial effort, this is something which you can always look at, and you can go to higher roles. And I may not know, but I'll take some liberty. There is one person who is a Japanese national who can speak Telugu. So look at the adaptation. We are talking about language. We are talking about language, when we can pursue, when we can start. But there's already one person among us in the group who can speak excellent Telugu. And I'm amazed to know, and it's something which I also learned. We are trying to struggle and master the kanji and language, but this guy speaks very fluent Telugu. So you have to look at that person. I don't want to tell the name, but this is something which you will have to think about it and how you can do. And I can give a small guarantee: if you learn the language till your retirement, your job is safe in Japan. So that is something which you have to look at. And this is one of the questions I think they were asking. Who are the agencies, right? So Robert Walters, Career Cross, Daijo. So these are all the websites where you can enroll yourself especially for foreign talent. Okay, Japanese per se can enroll if there are different websites. But for foreigners, you have a good domain knowledge, you have a good technology skill, you have something to sell upon. These are websites which you have to look at and register. And definitely you can sell your internship, you can sell those things and look at some kind of a career. So everybody was speaking about Lotus. So this is a very good, attractive program. I will just conclude here. So if you have pursuing, if you are thinking about higher studies, masters or PhD, Japan is a country you have to look at. And definitely I want to promote Hiroshima and all due respects to Kyoto. So there are good universities in Japan who can give you a very exciting master's and PhD program. In fact, postdoctoral program where you can pursue all your talent and other things. So this is something which I would like to end. So India is heading towards AI adoption and Japan is here. So Japan wants Indians more to collaborate in this area. And I know AI is multi and it can open different areas, different fields where you can connect and explore to become an exciting professional going ahead. Thank you. Arigato gozaimashita.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Kishore, and we will send you your honor to Japan soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hide-san, we want you to kindly stand up. Yeah. Hide teaches Japanese language here in Nara, Japan, and he also has learned how to speak Telugu. Kada?
Kanchum nak Telugu maatladaganu.
Very nice. Time లేదు మనకి అందుకే. Well, quickly. Okay, I just have a few messages I'll quickly read from Indians who've been to Japan. We have Mr. Jaydeep. He says, I'm an electrical engineer, originally from Gujarat, India, and he started working in Star Engineering Corporation there as an inspector engineer. And he's completed Japanese language from Nara, Japan Hub in just 3 months. In 3 months, he's learned Japanese language, and then he's cleared his JLPT M4 level, and now he's working in Japan past 8 months. So we have some stories like that. We also have stories of some more people, youth. Yeah. We have Malika. So Malika said that she's an electrical engineer graduate and she was selected in a Japanese company, and she spent about 6 months in Nara, Japan, India, that's in Hyderabad, to learn the Japanese language just before she arrived there in Japan to learn the language. So that's the experience from Nara, Japan Hub. So people who would want to learn the language, not just to go to Japan but also as fun, or just to learn their culture, to go as a visitor, as we are already invited to come to Japan, to go first have a look as a visitor, then try to endeavor other opportunities. So the life there, the way of life will be known better if you know the language better there. So we thought we'll welcome you to Nara, Japan, And please come there, have a look and see the space. And now I would request Arshia from St.Ann student who would want to come here and speak to us. Arshia. Is that right?
Correct or not?
Hello everyone.
Keep the mic up.
Hello everyone. I'll keep this.
Tilt it down. Okay?
I'll keep this very brief. Hello, all respected dignitaries, teachers, and everyone present here and online. When we talk about the India-Japan partnership, we often focus on big things like technology, trade, and development. But when we have to decide the future of this relationship, I think it's very simple, and it comes down to the youth that interact with each other. And that is the purpose of this gathering, in a sense, right? Because before countries connect, people do. As students, we may not be part of official discussions or policies yet, but we are the ones who will be carrying this partnership forward. The choices we make, what we study, how open we are to new cultures, and all of these define our relationship with each other. On surface, there is a lot of difference between Indian and Japanese culture. Like it has been pointed out by many other speakers before, that maybe that is the reason why interaction is less. But there is some sense of understanding of Japanese culture, like through popular media, like anime and everything. This is just, something that we all know about. Today we have many more opportunities, like through institutions like Nara Japan Hub, that make it possible for us to interact with each other. So I believe the role of youth is simple. We must stay curious, stay open-minded, and be willing to build real connections with each other. Because the future of India-Japan relations is not only being shaped in meetings and agreements, but also in classrooms, conversations, and experiences like this. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. We'd like to give you a small token of love from Nara, Japan. Thank you. I request Watson University, there's a student who's come here who would want to speak. Anybody from Watson University? Oh, are there boys from Watson University? Anybody, please raise your hands. Watson University, anybody? No?
That's it.
So they're boys, that's why they're not coming, huh?
No. I don't mind check.
Oh, young man, you should come quickly at any time.
Good evening, everyone. I was actually waiting for our students from the Japanese language course to take stage. To keep this short, I've been the victim of the same time constraint. Just a quick overview of what we do at Watson Japan Center. So we've been established roughly 1 year ago. We're a very young institution, and just like any other organization we are present with us today, we aim to foster Indo-Japan collaboration through academia and industry. So right now we have around 90 students learning Japanese, but this is the first introductory batch. We're looking at teaching Japanese to more than 200 students in the next batch, that is in 4. And that's it. I'll keep the show.
Thank you. That was nice. And I think we'd like to give you a small token of gratitude.
Yes.
Thank you to both of you. Ms. Malika, ABTS and Systems. She's here online. Okay. So I'll finish with somebody who's offline here. BVRIT student. Somebody from BVRIT? Yes, yes, please. Your name, please?
Sanya Mumtaz.
Sanya Mumtaz. Please, Sanya Mumtaz.
Thank you, Ms. Bhargavi. Good evening, everyone. I would like to begin with a beautiful Japanese word called ukiyo. It means living in the moment, detached from the worries of life. And honestly, that's the one word I could use to describe my stay in Japan. I'm Sanya Mumtaz, a student from BVRIT, Sri Vishnu Educational Society. We have Vishnu Japan Outreach Center that guides students and to explore great opportunities to work and study in Japan. Like many of you, a year ago, I was a college-going student, but applying to an opportunity called METI AI and Tech Internship changed everything. It changed my perspective. I changed academically and personally. During my internship in Fukuoka, Japan, I worked as an AI developer, where I built websites, applications, and ML models. Japanese companies are known for their precision, sense of trust, and discipline. You may have observed many speakers arriving 30 minutes earlier to the auditorium. That's the most common Japan thing you could see. But like every coin has two sides, there are challenges too. Like when I was there, there were high usage of high context language. That means what they are stating was not directly implied. And things like timings and other things affected my stay. However, as Indians, we are already familiar with diversity and adaptability. With patience and effort, these challenges can be overcome. The METI internship is a fully funded opportunity sponsored by the Japan. It's highly competitive. The acceptance rate is 5%. Interestingly, more than 50% of the selected candidates are Indians. And for the people wondering, no, there are no language restrictions. Even if you don't know Japanese, you can apply. Language training and cultural training is given by the government of Japan. In today's uncertain career opportunities, Japan offers strong opportunities, especially for those willing to learn language. There is high return of investment. There are opportunities like MEX, which offers fully funded scholarship for graduates and undergraduate students. One of the most valuable parts of my experience was I have friends all over the world. I'm forever grateful for the government of Japan for giving me this opportunity. Japanese work culture also emphasizes feedback and confidentiality. Concepts like kaizen, continuous improvement, and harmony focus on collective growth over individual success. Before this experience, Japan was just a country that I admired. Now, it feels like a direction I want to grow towards in. This experience has inspired me to consider pursuing my higher studies and career in Japan. There are many experienced people here. Please reach out to them and talk to them, connect, and get your doubts clarified. Thank you.
Are you still working?
No, I'm back, but I may have some opportunities there.
All the best. Thank you. Thank you so much. And this is a small token of love from us to you. Thank you. Thank you. We have Mr. Yash Chowdhury online. Mr. Yash, are you available? Hi. Hi, Mr. Yash. I'll give you 2 minutes. Would you like to share your experience? 2 minutes.
So yeah, I came to Japan in my third year of bachelor's, and I came to Hiroshima University. I conducted my third year internship, completed my third year internship under Dr. Kohei Shimasaki. He's an associate professor at Hiroshima University. He also has a startup which is called Syndra, and I am currently an intern there. He invited me back, seeing my good work ethics in the third year of my internship. And yeah, the experience is great. every work is typically faster than if you compare to an Indian university. The work is very fast. They prefer a lot of punctuality and they are more focused on development, and research funds are not an issue for them as long as I can see. If you ask for some hardware that is required for the research, they will not hesitate for a moment and they trust you in those commitments. Yeah, it's been great. Normal life has also been great. The professor is very supportive for us. He has provided us with many, like he guided us about where we can get Indian food or to make us comfortable to live here in Japan for our whole stay. And overall, I would say it is a very good experience. Everyone should once come and live in Japan to experience what it can be, where you can be, and how much faster your development can be here. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Thank you, Yash. Thank you very much. Have a good stay. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, we have Mr. T. Hattori. Are you there, Mr. Hattori?
Hello. Yes.
Hello,
Please
hi.
hear me?
Yes, we can
Hello.
hear you. Hello.
Ini kamera.
Yes, you get 2 minutes to speak, please.
2 minutes. Okay. Thank you very much for inviting me this event. My name is Takuma Hattori. I'm from Japan. And just three days ago, I was in Hyderabad and I was doing the internship in the supplement company. The one is Mr. Kishore. He also worked in the same company. I was in Hyderabad. And for me, Hyderabad was very, very nice cities. Every day I ate biryani, and also I went to the 2 times cricket match, Sunrisers versus Lucknow, Sunrisers versus Rajasthan. And my favorite player was the Abhishek. And actually, I stayed 1 month in Hyderabad, but I really enjoyed staying in Hyderabad. And then I hope today's conference make you understand how Japan is very nice country. And the professor from Kyoto University and also Hiroshima University, they told you what kind of state which you can access to the university. So I hope you can get some clear image for coming to Japan or apply to university. So I hope we will be in Japan one day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Next, Marina. Lydia Marina.
No, I'm not. Just Malika.
Okay. Malika, are you there? Hi, Malika.
You're mute.
Hi, you're mute. You're mute. Unmute yourself, and you've got 2 minutes to talk to all of us.
Yes, good evening everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me for Youth and Academia, India and Japan relations. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Malika and I'm currently working and living in Japan as an engineer. So, back then I was graduated in 2025. So, I was selected by a Japanese company. Then my company sponsored me to learn Japanese at Nara Japan Hub, Hyderabad. So I spent nearly 6 months at Nara Japan Hub and I was take online classes there. So and currently I'm living in Japan. I'm so happy here. So
do you like the place? You like the living there?
Yes, so much. And also, if I would recommend if everyone want to live and work in Japan, 2 important things. First one is language, and second one is you need to learn about work culture of Japan. So I learned the language by one of the best teachers right in front of you all, Hide Sensei and Maki Sensei from Nara Japan Hub. Actually, at the initial stage, I was very worried. So, because I need to start my Japanese language from scratch, so I don't know anything. But these teachers really taught me the Japanese language rather than just books or any exams. They taught me language by real life conversations, daily conversations, and how to speak to Japanese in a better way. Also, they taught me work culture also. So thank you so much, Nara Japan Hub.
Thank you, Malika. Thanks for being here. Thank you. And wishing you a happy stay there. Thank you.
Thank you, Hide Sensei. Thank you, Nada-san. Thank you.
See you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. And now we are towards the end of the program. We have I have read the messages. I've already read it. Okay. We have some messages coming from Japan, and we have students, youngsters coming here to give us the messages. So we want you to introduce yourself and also tell us where this message is coming from. Thank you.
Start.
Good evening, everyone.
Lift it. Now adjust it. Very nice.
Yeah, one after the other.
Good evening, everyone. This is the message from His Excellency Takahashi Munio, Consul General of Japan in Chennai. Konnichiwa, warm greetings to everyone. It is my great pleasure to convey my warm greetings to the organizers, Takamasa Yuki-san, and other distinguished speakers and participants of the seminar, titled Youth and Academia covering India-Japan relations, held in commemoration of the 75th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Japan and India. I regret that I am unable to be with you in person today due to prior official commitments in Chennai. Nevertheless, I am delighted to extend my best wishes for the success of this meaningful event. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to Mr. B. Ramabhadra, founder of Nara Japan Hub, for his dedicated efforts and continued commitment to strengthening India-Japan relations through such impactful initiatives. I also extend my heartfelt appreciation to St.Ann's College for Women for co-organizing this seminar and for its valuable role in promoting academic excellence and international engagement. Institutions like yours serve as important platforms for nurturing future leaders and fostering global understanding. To the students present here today, I would like to offer a special word of encouragement. You are the future torchbearers of India-Japan relations. Through your academic pursuits, curiosity, and openness to cross-cultural learning, you have the power to build strong bridges between our two countries. I encourage you to actively seek opportunities for exchange, collaboration, and innovation, and to contribute meaningfully to this enduring partnership. The relationship between Japan and India continues to flourish, grounded in shared values, mutual respect, and strong people-to-people connections. The active involvement of youth and academia will remain central to shaping its future. I am confident that today's discussion will generate valuable insights and further deepen cooperation between our two countries. I wish the seminar every success and extend my best wishes to all participants. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much.
All right, good evening, everyone. The first message we have is from Professor Hirose of Kinbai University, Japan. He says, I would like to offer my heartfelt congratulations on the holding of the seminar. He highlights 3 reasons for celebration. First, His work at Kindai University, supporting Indian students and fostering academic exchange, drawing on his background as a journalist and his openness to cultural sharing in Osaka. His role as
Just leave that. Leave it, yeah.
His role as advisor to the Japan-India Student Conference, held alternatively each year in Japan and India. It builds equal partnerships, lifelong connections, and problem-solving skills among students from the two countries. His founding of Impact of India, a free online initiative with podcasts, interviews, and articles to deepen India-Japan relations and want students in India to take part. He concludes with hope that the seminar will strengthen ties and benefit all participants. Our second message is from Takashi Suzuki, Chief Director General of JETRO India. He extends warm congratulations to NARA Japan Hub and St.Ann's College for Women for organizing the seminar. He highlights JETRO's commitment to promoting Indian educated talent for Japanese companies, supporting global expansion and innovation. Suzuki emphasizes the importance of platforms that connect youth, academia, and industry in shaping sustainable partnerships. He is particularly pleased with the seminar's focus on strengthening ties between Indian and Japanese universities, fostering collaboration and deeper people-to-people connections. Commending the organizers, speakers, and participants, he expresses confidence that the seminar will nurture the future global leaders and generate meaningful outcomes for India-Japan relations. Third message is from Noriko Kaneda, Chief of Employment and Labor at Hiroshima Prefectural Government, congratulates everyone on the 75th anniversary of the partnership and this upcoming seminar. She commends the distinguished guest speakers and expresses confidence that their contributions will strengthen Japan-India relations. She thanks the organizers for inviting Hiroshima Prefecture to such a bright and positive event and wishes the seminar great success. Kaneda notes that a framework like a friendship agreement or MOU for economic exchange is to be established. She emphasizes the importance of continuing exchanges of opinions and personal connections to build that relationship and warmly asks for everyone's cooperation moving forward. Thank you.
The next message is from Miwa Katsuhara, Manager of the International Policy Division, City of Kitakyushu, extends warm thanks for the invitation. She sincerely wishes the seminar great success and appreciates the positive spirit of the event. She reaffirms her goodwill and support for the success for the gathering. Next message is from Hironobu Fukutomi, Director and General Manager of the Mechatronics Division at MyStar Engineering Company. He expresses his gratitude and appreciation for this wonderful initiative, Youth and Academia, powering India-Japan relations. He notes that Japan is facing an accelerating shortage of skilled personnel, making collaboration with India, especially in engineering, essential. Fukutomi-san shares his delight in meeting the engineers from Asabanu, dispatched to his company this week, praising their excellent work and underscoring the value of such partnerships for the future. The next message is from Sekin Ayako, Administrator at the ABTS NSIS in Tokyo, extends her warm wishes for the success of the seminar. She shares that in August 2025, ABTS NSIS welcomed two fresh electrical engineering graduates from India. At the time of their interviews, they had little knowledge of the Japanese language or culture, yet after 6 months of intensive training at the NARA Japan Hub, they arrived in Japan able to communicate in Japanese. Today, they're performing their professional duties in Japanese with resilience and positivity, adapting to the discipline of Japan's workplace. As their colleague, Ayako-san is deeply inspired by their grit and determination. She expresses confidence that by embracing the strengths of both India and Japan, and by maintaining mutual respect, these young professionals will grow into exceptional contributors to society. Lastly, we have a message from Mari Izuyama, Senior Research Fellow, National Institute of Defense Studies, Japan. Congratulations for co-hosting the wonderful seminar. As we value people-to-people connectivity between India and Japan, this seminar is relevant and timely. I appreciate NARA Japan Hub and St.Ann's College for Women for involving youth and academia in Indo-Japan dialogue. Japan is an aging society, but must not become inward-looking. From my experience with Indian scholars and experts, the counterparts are present. My counterparts are always bold, vigorous, and full of fresh ideas. They spark stimulating debate and keep me engaged. This seminar will facilitate such individual contacts, leading to collective innovative power.
You can use this. Yeah.
Hyderabad, with its rich history, art, and culture, also embraces high-tech entrepreneurship. Regional initiatives from such a city is encouraging for India-Japan connectivity. I hope this seminar is very fruitful and successful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You've all been very patient, and this is for you. We have last 5 minutes, just last 5 minutes. So I request Shri P. Samamurthy Garu, Director of NARA Japan Hub, to give the concluding remarks.
You want to present this?
Okay, one slide. Friends, good evening.
This you can use.
So this is a conclusion session. Maybe conclusion can be for this event. But since we have all spoken about so many nice things, and the speakers have brought their own anecdotal experiences, which would have given a kind of an opinion perspective to dispel all your wrong notions you would have had. Okay, so you can pursue this kind of venture of building a relationship with Japan in whichever field you are looking for. The going forward is very important. Now we have 4 education institutions here. These 4 education institutions are required to come on a platform. Because individually, you all have started your clubs. Okay. So what is more important for us is what is the club doing? Then how do we further this relationship? NARA Japan is there, and then you have seen Ms. Rambhadra has put such a very big, very beautiful resource platform. So we can all use this resource platform provided you take the initiative. And one of my last word is, I have also visited Japan briefly, and having been with the NARA Japan Hub, one thing the Japanese prefer is the commitment. Okay, all of us make some initial kind of a wish, desire, and all those kind of things, but the commitment is more important. So let's all have some more events like this, where we'll sit together and discuss how we can facilitate your own initiative of going further. Okay, all the best wishes to all of you, and the speakers also have given very fantastic experiences. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Last but not the least, we request Professor Brahmara Sri Garu. Brahmara Sri?
Yes.
St.Ann College to give the vote of thanks.
Good evening, one and all. Today marks a very important milestone. St.Ann's also got a great opportunity to partner with NARA Japan Hub. Thank you for this wonderful journey. It was like we had to adapt little, it was like a tsunami for us. But then the Indian way of working as well as the academic deadlines, pressures, we had to cope up. But then when we thought about the title itself, it was Dr. Rambhadra sir and Madam's initiative, and then we were working, initially we wanted to have a panel discussion. But then it so happened, it turned out to be one of the most popular seminars on youth and academia power in India. Our heartfelt gratitude to the organizers of NARA Japan Hub and St.Ann's College for Women, also our collaborator, Sri Vishnu Educational Society. Our special thanks to the international delegates for making in person and virtual for the energetic discussions, enabling the youth to look forward for the growing partnerships. And once again, when we look at the milestones such as innovation, technology, culture, and then how you want to be placed in the world in the near future, this seminar has really addressed from diverse perspectives we acknowledge the persistent efforts of Nara Japan Hub because I think I would not have this opportunity to stand this side because really it was so much unknown or like the territory which we were navigating without the help of Nara Japan Hub, maybe it would have been very difficult. Also, it so happened the distinctiveness of Japan and then India, the cultural empowerment also shows that these milestones are to be captured while talking about the internationalization of higher education. Nowadays, we are talking constantly about global perspectives, how you are going to look forward for the internationalization of higher education, which means we need to navigate the cultural perspectives, time zones, then how you adapt also, like how you understand it. Sometimes it can lead to a miscommunication. Sometimes I was wondering when I am sending the messages, I have to be very cautious because I don't know what we are conveying from our side. So this has taught us that collaboration requires constant communication. It is like a learning experience. Very slow communication can happen at times. At times, it is like you need to answer on the spot and then take a decision. So here comes the picture of higher authorities, like in a college like St.Ann's, which is also located in the twin cities of Hyderabad. Like we take some initiatives, but then of course, as everyone has some institutional processes we need to follow. But then sir has so much patience, ma'am also has lots of patience. This is one thing which I had learned. And also I want to thank personally the opening remarks by the chief guest, Mr. Hiroshi Furuta, President of the Hyderabad Japan Association and CMD of Toshiba India. It completes the circle of industry, industrialists, and then partnering with them for research, for internships projects. That is one of the most prominent dreams of the children of this present age. They say, Madam, you gave me curriculum I don't like. Don't talk about the syllabus. Don't give me a textbook. I want something to explore. So very nicely they had shared their ideals as well as I think being in such big position itself shows it is a marvelous job, high responsibility, and then the curve also shows constant efforts from their end. I also want to thank once again the dignitaries of Nara Japan Hub, including the founder member, Madam Nagnar Madam, and Dr. B. Rambhadra sir. Especially, it was because of them today we have these delegates and guests investing their time, resources in our institute. This is one of the most pleasant moments. Personally, on behalf of our sister principal, I would like to thank them. I also want to thank for the keynote address given by Mr. Masuyuki Taga, diplomat and former Consul General of India. Very well read, well traveled, well understood, well communicated. The way sir had Taga-san, okay. Sorry for the misinterpretation. The way the communication between India and Japan and also the historical ties, they explored, and then as a visiting professor, his knowledge at Jifu Women's University and as the director of the Japan Indian Association, Tokyo, also for his amazing speech, the way he motivated, and then he said, you throw some questions on me, and then successfully it happened. I hope there will be a very positive outcome. I also admit that student exchange programs are little costly affairs, but then that becomes one of the prominent dreams of students because they want to establish themselves by crossing the global terrain, cultural barriers, language, and distinct way of adaptation also. But I really appreciate the way you had put in figures and also in words, and then at the same time your cooperative nature. Thank you. I also would like to thank Sanjay Kulipaka, chairperson of the Polisha Research Foundation, for his research inputs. Then expert speeches by Dr. A. Raju sir from Sri Vishnu Educational Society. Bagging 37 projects in cities, I think I'm hearing for the first time. He's so young, dynamic, but then he is appreciating the way the Japanese treat the Indians. There is so much to learn, and it shows that they are very much open-minded. They are also willing to share their knowledge, and there is no barrier in communication. Really, it must be a great achievement. I also want to thank Professor Dr. Ai Ikigami from Kyoto University for her wonderful inputs. Then Professor Dr. Kanika Rakra from Kautilya School of Public Policy. Professor Dr. Sushil Rawat, Hiroshima University. I came to understand that Hiroshima talks, Kyoto talks, and then still some more, maybe they talk according to the nature of the curriculum or the way they offer industrial training, innovative programs. I also want to thank personally Professor Dr. Mishra sir from Oxford University. Then Director Mr. Kishore Mochadira, he joined online, and I would like to thank the youth for their messages from different universities like Watson, Hiroshima, and also St.Ann's, BVRIT. Last but not the least, without the support of our collaborative online interactive learning team, this would not have been possible. I personally thank our sister principal, Sister Vijayarani. Her absence is very much like her presence because sister would like to observe how we perform in her absence. But thankfully, wonderfully, it went on very smoothly. And then I think we will get more grade today for our performance. Thank you once again. I congratulate the entire team because unknowingly or knowingly everyone performed very well. And there was excellent coordination. I want to congratulate each one of them for their patience, their understanding sentence culture. It is like coming back to convent. It must be little difficult. Sorry. I thank everyone, and special thanks to Gayatri Madam for making it so lovely and beautiful. Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you so much. I know a big applause to fellow lecturer. Well, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you for being patient, and I would like to firstly apologize for my small little mistakes which I did. As a Japanese friend said, that we need to have commitment. I had a funeral at my home, so today morning I was attending that, and then after the shower I'm here. So it was very hectic past 3 days for us, hospitalization following whatever happened. So despite that, I'm here because as an educationalist myself, I feel that if we could all take advantage of India and Japan relationship and take it forward, it can be nothing like that. And we are here in a global economy now. And in a global economy, it's very important for all of us to go all over the world and do it. It's just not about academics, but I feel it's about the real on-job experience, especially for the Gen Z. It's all over with millennials like us, where we are only sticking to academics and then going for a job. Now it's the other way around. You should be on job along with your academics. And this is a right way to go. And I wish you all the best. Please take advantage of such seminars. Please inform your friends, fellow friends. Please be informed yourself because everything is available online right now. So grow and become better so that you can guide others. Thank you very much for this opportunity to all of you. Jai Hind, I'm Gayatri Bhaduri, and I do podcasting. I'm an anchor by profession in Telugu. I'm an actress, and I'm also a podcaster. And I would like to say sorry to Taga-san. I couldn't co-host you for the podcast yesterday because we had this emergency at home. Otherwise, I would also want there soon. So please follow me. Gayatri Bhaduri podcast is my podcast. And thank you very much. Jai Hind. Love you.
No, you will be felicitated.
Hey, we have food also. Samosa and chai. Biscuit ke saath. So enjoy
Not
the food.
sushi.
And enjoy hospitality of Nara Japan. And
before that, we would like to honor our great anchor,
She's always friendly and approachable. Thank you so much. In spite of all your problems. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Sorry if we have there was confusion here and there. Our sincere apologies. All the best for this wonderful evening. Thank you. And thanks all the volunteers. We have small little gifts for you. I don't know how many of you are there. Please come forward and take your, and we also have your certificates. I don't know when St.Ann will give them out. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Anya, yes, ma'am. I want to take a picture with you, ma'am. With you, with me, ma'am. Thank you so much. Ma'am, I want to take a picture with you. Yeah, sure. We can end it, no? Shall I end the streaming part? Yes, ma'am. End it. Perfect.